Good evening and welcome to NSK Podcast, episode 192. I am your host, David Chang. And I'm
You
joined
are?
by...
I feel like I'm missing something,
No.
Chang.
You're missing something? I'm missing something. Mr. David Liao, what am I missing?
I'm really glad I didn't buy those DOA costume sets
Like
because they had them on sale. They had them on sale. They're like, "Hey, look, these are on sale. It's $20." And then now they have them
Oh
on
my
even more sale
God.
for $10 now.
Even more sale.
Yeah,
Draco,
I'll probably buy them for
Yo.
what do you think about DOA costumes on sale? Even more sale for $10.
DOA as in Dead or Alive?
$10. Yeah,
That's what I would assume. Dead or Alive, right?
yeah. Dead or Alive 5. Dead or Alive.
Dead Alive.
Dead or Alive.
Dead Alive. Cool.
I'm not into costumes, so.
You're not into costumes.
not-
What the hell? How can you be into idols and not be into costumes?
I'm not into wearing them, so I'm not gonna buy them.
I'm not telling you to dress up as DOA characters. I'm talking about in-game.
Oh.
You play.
Okay.
Yeah, I had already assumed
I'm talking
that
about
it was
the Dead or Alive. You're
DLC.
fighting with girls. You don't want to put the leopard bikini on or switch
Okay.
between
Hold,
the maid outfit or something.
Hold
You're talking
up.
about buying Dead or Alive costume for himself.
hold up. This is NSK the podcast. The podcast where we talk about Japanese idols. But why the hell did our Twitter
by the way, I
account
do have-
just tweet out that we're doing a live show in Spanish?
En español.
I don't know.
I think
Incluye
it's
una transmisión en directo
Inicia
en
una
YouTube.
transmisión en direct. Yeah.
That's great.
Why is this happening?
I don't know.
That's pretty funny.
I don't know.
Oh well, it's Tuesday, May 13th on the Pacific Coast, about 8:50 p.m. and we're starting.
Do you know what
the
time
show
it is
off
in
today.
Japan?
It is May 14th, 12:50 p.m.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah. So, this is where we're going to talk about Japanese idols, but first we have to catch up. What
That's
have you guys
great.
been doing this week, David Liao?
Well, you
think
gonna tell
you
me about
have,
how you're leaving for Japan in like 2 days?
Yeah, I'm leaving in 2 days.
Oh, you were telling me you had problems getting your Wi-Fi thing. Did you figure that out?
Yeah, I figured it out. I'm just going to have it delivered to the hotel I'm going to in Osaka.
And when do you go into Osaka?
2 days after I land.
Okay, so you're gonna be without internet for 2 days.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be free Wi-Fi somewhere. So I'll have some means of communicating with people. But
Dang it.
I'll be crashing at a friend's place.
Who?
So my friend Ayami.
What? How come I didn't hear about this?
I think I told you.
Ayami. Did you tell me with a included picture?
No. Of course
Huh?
not.
Can
No.
you reveal her 3 sizes?
No.
I just
That I
randomly
cannot.
searched Ayami in Google, and I'm looking through the pictures. So
All right. What do you see?
I'm gonna assume
What do you-
one of these
I'm
girls
gonna
is the one.
Google. I'm gonna Google Ayami as well.
I'm gonna assume one of these girls is the one you're staying with.
That
Probably
looks
this
like
one where
pornography.
her woman parts are falling out of her top.
Damn.
Uh,
Yeah,
don't
am
know
I gonna
about
meet
that,
this
man.
Ayami in when I come to Japan?
Maybe. Whoa. Kojima Ayami is a Japanese game and concept artist who is best known for work
That's
on the
funny,
Castlevania
dude.
series.
I swear you can search up any Japanese thing and just girls be topless.
Unfortunately, that
that's
might be
probably true.
true. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't seem that nice. That it's like
Yeah, there's no game involved in it, right? There's no effort. You have to you don't even have to put any effort. Just type a couple buttons and naked women. I
guess.
feel you, dog. I feel you.
All right. Thank you.
I could search for Prada and ended up with naked chicks, so.
No, I don't think so.
No, I'm gonna try that right now.
Yeah, Paru, that doesn't.
Search for a name in Japanese kanji.
Well, see, you're asking for Shimazaki Haruka now, right? Not Paruru.
You could probably still find it, though.
No, I don't believe you. I don't believe. Hold on, I'm gonna do this.
So am I meeting your friend Ayami?
Maybe. I mean, if we have time to meet, sure.
One day.
See, I'm on Google, and they're all just pictures of Shimazaki Haruka. Like, some of them, she's in bikini, sure, but there's no naked chicks. Things are okay right now.
All is
Jesus.
right in the world?
All is right in the world. Shimazaki Haruka is so cute. Who are these other chicks? I always hate it when I search for someone, and then it's like, why are you here?
I found a baby picture, but I don't know of who.
Oh gosh! Here, send it to me.
that's
I'll
kinda
tell you. So Dave Chang, what else is going on in the? Oh, you want me to tell you about the? You want me to tell you about? You want to tell me about the ketchups?
Yeah, give me the ketchup.
So like, so you don't have to go to China and stuff, right?
No, I don't.
I have to go to China's, and then like
Oh,
everybody's
you have
quitting.
to go. My bad.
Everybody's quitting at the restaurant.
Why is everyone quitting your
literally,
restaurant?
I had 3 people quit this week
Wow.
before I had to leave for China.
When are you leaving again?
Next week for my dad's business.
That sucks, dude. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna hire people to just like, are you gonna shut down the store or what?
No, I can't.
You can't do that. Holy shit,
Well,
Draco! Your video is a different size than ours. I think.
I think
Really?
I think his
Yeah.
face is just zoomed in more.
No. When he talks, his screen gets all huge.
It does say I'm enhanced for some reason.
Oh well, whatever. Who cares?
I don't know
On
why.
YouTube, it'll be fine. Just in my point of view, it's really weird. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
That is not a girl. That's Sean Bean.
You're talking about the one.
The image he just
one does not
posted?
simply rig a broadcasted tournament. Yeah, what the hell, Drake? I thought you were gonna post a baby pic.
No. I can't. But
So-
no, I found that searching for quite a do.
I see.
I like that one when he's talking about Mio, Tomonaga Mio. So did I ever
I like. Did I ever drink Gatorade?
It's not
Whatever,
Gatorade. It's just a
man.
Gatorade bottle. This
Gatorade
is
bottle full of water.
empty Gatorade bottles is the best water bottle ever because if you lose it, who cares?
How about an empty water bottle?
No, because those aren't big enough.
All right, continue.
What do you mean to continue?
You were saying something before.
That was
we
my
talked
question.
about
That was
Gatorade.
my story. People quit at work, and it sucks.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I really want to get into this AKB craze game that y'all are all playing, right?
Yeah.
Is that the cool thing? Is that what the kids are doing these days? They're playing
Pretty
that AKB
much.
game.
Yeah.
Is the game even fun? Because most of these, you have to realize, I'm kind of a music game connoisseur. They're basically every single music video game, or at least every significant one that's come out, I've played at some point or another. And I find, huh?
Did you ever play Oenden?
Yeah. Oh, I love the Oendan games. That's what got Oendan games are what got me into Japanese music. If not for Oendan 1 and Oendan 2, I would have never gotten into Japanese rock.
Then
They have so many great bands from the Oendan games, and then that's how I got into Japanese rock music.
then you'll probably like this.
Is it like Oendan kind of?
Sort of, yeah.
Oh.
But it
I
also
don't like-
has.
Did you ever play those? What are they called? The two popular ones. The DJ Technica
DJ Max
you-
Technica?
with a touch screen.
Yeah.
I don't really like that, and I don't like Jubeat either.
No, I never played those, but it's
I don't
kind
know
of.
what Juby's like.
Jubeat is the one. There's little squares lined up across, and then you press each of the squares as they light up.
Oh, that
The
one.
thing is, I hate it because I always feel like my hands are obscure. Like you're going like this, and because your hand's in the way, you're obscuring your view from like other blocks that are lighting up.
right.
Yeah.
So I've always hated that.
No, you
like-
only have 2 points on this game in each corner of the screen.
Okay.
Well, I
see-
already feel kind of like I don't like when my thumbs kind of cover the tapping point.
exactly. With Oendan, it's never like that because or it's not usually like that because with Oendan, you just have a stylus, but then
Yeah.
also you're just kind of like they lead you with like arrows, like with lines, you know. So you're always
Yeah.
just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're following the thing around.
Yeah.
So you kind of know where the next one is. They're never asking you to like peripheral vision look at the whole.
Well, I was gonna say arguably Technica does that, but then stuff kind of appears out of nowhere in that game too, right?
Well, Technica, what happens is you go left, right, and when you go left, your arm kind of blocks when.
And then another thing comes like right or something.
When you have to go back. I think there's other options. Maybe it's something that I'm missing, but yeah.
I see.
But I don't know. I feel it kind of has some elements of Oendan and some elements of like DDR or Stepmania.
Yeah, kind of.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's
Because
just, have you ever played any of those like kind of lame ones? There's been a couple like really lame DS games or 3DS games. Where it's like,
No,
we're gonna make a music. Do you ever play Gabriel's Ghostly Groove? Oh, sorry, Gabrielle's Ghostly Groove.
No.
No.
You know, or like the rhythm. Sorry, not the Final Fantasy the theater rhythm games.
Huh.
No.
Yeah, they're just real. Those are real like lame. It's like just like swipe with the music, but it's not
Well,
really ever
most
like.
of those games are just meant to cash in on the IP.
No, I mean that's
Yeah.
exactly right, and that's what I assume a game like this would kind of be.
Oh
like.
yeah, of course. This is this is not like a top-rate music game, I would say.
No.
But
Oh.
I mean, it is fun to me.
And-
See, here's the thing.
But how's the song list? If it has a great song list, then
Dude,
it's
it's
almost
really
forgivable.
rudimentary right now because you have to unlock songs by levels.
Yeah.
So if you don't like
What's rudimentary mean?
as in,
There's very few songs.
Yeah, there's very
Rudimentary
few songs.
actually means very few.
Well, no,
Well-
rudimentary actually means simple.
Yeah.
So I probably chose the wrong word, but you start with only like heavy rotation and like the song of the day, if
And,
there is one.
I've seen you tweet out, "Oh, I need to farm this song, or I need to like grind this song."
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
and
yeah.
if that's the game is much more of a. I mean, you play the music portion. in order
Charlie's size,
to,
I think, captures everything.
yeah, you
Yeah,
play the music portion of it in order to level up the girls that you have in your roster. So that's kind of the point of the game.
It's Idle Farm Simulator 2014.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone, the biggest
dude.
thing is people say this game is like Puzzle Dragons or whatever, and
Dragons?
yeah, it's the same exact like, the same exact mechanics in terms of gathering like monsters or like heroes and then leveling them, and then there's gonna be like events and shit, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Dave Chang,
David Liao.
do me a favor. When you go to Japan, since I can't go, will you go play the AKB games for me?
Oh, absolutely, dude. I
So you're
really want to play
you're gonna play the zombie
shooter
game, right?
Hell yeah, dude.
Are you gonna play the
Of course.
dance one? The dance.
I actually already did.
How was that?
It was fun because it's, dude, you get to dance around to heavy rotation and Koizuru fortune cookie and stuff, you know?
Mhm.
I suck at it, but it's still fun to do. So,
Yeah.
it was at round 1 and everything. It was all like, whoa, that's neat.
You went to round 1.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Can we officially say those NMB round 1 CMs were probably some of the best all-time idol
Those
CMs?
are pretty cool. Yeah. When you go to certain places in Osaka, they have like Yamamoto Sayaka and Wataru Miyuki like cardboard cutouts
There?
and stuff. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Or like they have them painted in the walls in like
Okay.
the
Yeah.
subways and stuff.
Painted. But I'm saying, is it
But
wrong for
even-
me to take one of those cardboard cutouts?
It probably is, yeah.
I've
Yes.
always wanted to do that. I've been
contraband.
walking in the mall, like when I went in the past. I've like been walking in the mall, and I've seen like, oh shit, there's like a cardboard cutout of like Ueto Aya or something. I'm like,
I
if I
want
take
that.
this and just walk out with it, is anyone gonna like?
I
you
think, yeah, I think they'll be like, hey, wait, stop, you. And
Yes.
you either stop or you don't. Eventually it'll escalate, but if you get away fast enough, you'll probably be okay. Now, the only issue is how do you send it
You
back
walk
home?
down the street carrying a big old
Yeah, like, it's just like,
standee.
look at this guy, you know?
Would you take a Maida Atsuko standee?
No, probably not.
You wouldn't take a Maida Atsuko standee?
It's
Would you
too-
buy one?
Ooh,
With a Midas
maybe.
no, buy one is not. That's not the whole point. You can't. If you could buy one, that's great. But I'm saying like
If I could
that's the
take
whole
one with the guarantee that I wouldn't.
No,
like,
come on. It's not about the guarantee. Is that would you break the law for Midas?
Yeah, no. Just I mean.
No.
It's a cardboard cutout of my Otsko. Come on, let's be real here.
Right. A cardboard cutout that no one else is going to have. Probably 0.0001% of the world have that.
Right, but that doesn't. I mean, to me,
That doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't matter if you're cardboard cutout.
Yeah, because I mean,
Do you know-
all I'm gonna do is bring it home and like put it in a corner or something, and that's it.
And she's gonna stare
That's
at
all
you
you're
while
gonna
you
do
sleep.
with it. You're not gonna take pictures with it. Have your
I mean,
friends
sure,
over?
I'll take pictures of it or with it, but have my friends come over and take it. Like, no one's really gonna care. I mean, come on.
You know what's really sucks too? I'm really still bummed out that the 3DS isn't region free.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
It's not region free. It sucks.
Nintendo.
All the other Game Boy games and game systems have been always region free. So
Nintendo's
you know the
a little
AKB48. There's an
crazy.
AKB and 48, AKB48 and
Plus
me,
me?
right?
Yeah.
3DS games.
Yeah.
So those were like the Vita's getting these dating sim games, so we're gonna get the AKB48 and me games, right?
Yeah.
And they have them on sale right now at PlayAsia, $13.99. You could buy that game. Could you imagine if it was region free, man?
But you need a Japanese DS to play it.
Yeah, you have to have a Japanese DS, so there's no point in even trying to import it, unless you want to spend
Yeah.
$100 on a DS as well.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb that they screwed that up like that.
Yeah,
They want more money.
I'm hugely.
No, it's not money. It's not a money situation.
Well, yeah, it is for
I think-
Nintendo, because
I
if
think
you
it
gotta
might
buy...
Because they
But
want to
no
control
one's-
their markets.
They want to control their markets. They want the money from Japan to stay in Japan. They want the money from America to stay in America.
Yeah.
The people who really want it are still going to buy this. It's not like I don't think they're looking to make money off of those systems.
Right. Well, I mean, that's another thing. Like, the markets are different. Just like how idle goods are a very domestic market, not an international market. So
Yeah.
that's why the plight of the foreign fan is real, right?
Not
But,
not for
no
much
way.
longer.
Not for much longer.
Yeah, I'm going to find a way.
Well,
Sure.
did you see the tweets that went out today?
What tweets?
Baby Metal was in New York.
Yeah, but
Oh,
they're not.
yeah,
you
yeah.
are performing, right? They're just kind of
They're probably scouting out a venue or something.
cool. Baby
they-
Metal is.
They were taking pictures in front of Madison Square Gardens.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
So what's going to happen? What's Madison Square?
Hopefully they announce that they're playing.
What's
in
Madison
NXT.
Square Gardens?
Mhm.
Are you serious?
Well.
Wow.
So let's move on to idols. Oh, my shoulder just popped.
I can't.
First up,
What's wrong?
We
What's,
got-
you can't. Wait. Let him.
No.
What can't you do? What can't
Let-
you do?
Let David go on. Let Dave go on.
Jake was like, no, this is not gonna happen. Okay, we're gonna start tonight off with not Koisudu Virgin Cookie. I still love that song, by the way.
Yeah,
But,
it's
um,
great. It's a great song.
we are going
You
to talk
won't by
about-
the time you get done grinding it out.
No, trust me, Drake. I've listened to that song so many times. That
No.
it doesn't matter.
Have you watched every version that's went up on YouTube?
No, see that I don't care as much about because I like the song. I don't necessarily like. I like the mix-ups they do, but if I'm gonna watch a PV, I'm actually just gonna watch the original.
Yeah, because the original is so fun and like colorful and like.
Yeah, the colors really do it for me. Anyway, we're gonna talk about Rev.from DVL, Aini Kinshai. So I think we talked about Rev.from DVL.
Last
Maybe
week.
only last week, maybe only 2
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Love Origato.
Yeah, I love arigato. So here's another Rev.from DVL impression from us. I'm assuming this is Hashimoto Kana running, right?
I
In the
believe so.
tracksuit? Okay.
I
I'm just making
believe so.
sure, because I have no idea who any of these girls are.
I'm pretty sure that's her.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not overly impressed with this week's
this week's offerings,
Yeah.
this week's sacrifices.
And
We need a sacrifice tracksuit Hashimoto Kana so that we can involve one of the other girls.
Wait, what do you?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, my mom came and asked me about some stuff. What about
No
Hashimoto
problem.
Kana?
She's pretty much the center for the song, or for this PV.
There's a new Rev.DVL song.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're talking about it.
we're talking about Aini Kinshai.
Oh wait, we're
first
in
video.
impressions right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize y'all were in the impressions. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you probably. I mean, granted, you probably missed it because you got interrupted, but
No, but I thought you guys were still just talking and like shooting the shit and talking about stuff.
no,
No.
we transitioned really
Say,
quickly.
what? Do you guys hate Hashimoto Kana? Or I'm trying to
No,
figure
I
out how
don't.
people
No.
feel. I'm trying to
I think
figure
she's
out-
cute.
She's really cute, and I
think
love
she's
her
cute.
coarse voice.
You love her
really
coarse
like
voice?
I really
Yeah,
like her
in-
voice. It's really
In that
really good.
interview, she had where they ask her about what it's like to be a once in a 1,000-year idol or whatever.
Yeah.
Like she's pretty cute. It's
Oh
like
my gosh, dude!
what this girl is different, you know.
This still
But,
But,
I don't see all the hype with her.
Charlie Cowden. There you go.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think she's a little. I mean, I think she's still a
No.
little overrated because
Do you not like her like performance? Like
I have nothing against her. I
Yeah, that's
just
the thing. Like, it's not that I don't really have any negatives on her, man. It's just that.
dude, I used to run like this when I was like got off school.
Really?
I just
What? Do y'all guys like these outfits?
no.
Okay. Just that's a straight no from Draco.
No, I don't like that shade of pink.
It looks like they're made out of construction paper.
Oh, come on.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, here's the thing. I think I like this song more than
Love
I like
Arigato.
this song already a lot more than what's the
Yeah.
other song
Love
called?
Arigato.
Yeah. Love Arigato
mean,
is not a bad song. I just
I think they're both. I think they both of them as songs kind of exceeded my expectations, but that's because again, a lot of it is due to like, Rev.from DVL is
Oh my-
Hashimoto Kana and friends.
this
you
is
know,
great.
this is great.
She's sitting there like you. This PV kind of reminds me about a little bit of Bonsai Venus.
Why?
I don't know. It's just silly. It's silly. They're running around. They're the streets. They turn around, look at Hashimoto Kana. And she's sitting there eating like some waffle or something.
And there you have it. There is the problem with this PV.
Or-
It's Hashimoto
Kana
Kana
and
with
friends.
Yup. Hashimoto Kana and friends with way too much focus on her.
Hashimoto Kana is so tiny.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Hey, I was gonna
wanna
say
meet
that, Draco. That worked out for Watari Roka.
No,
It was Mayu and friends.
no, it didn't. Because I didn't care about Mayu. I
Get
wanted
out.
LoveCon, not Mayu.
Excellent.
Or other god.
Excellent second choice.
Wait, come on. You know that those two aren't going to be the main draws. Hashimoto Kana's got to the point where they're gonna milk her for all it's worth.
Yeah.
Yup.
I mean, we talked about
And-
this already before. I don't want to beat this to death. So. let's continue with-
Honestly, I wonder how the rest of the members feel.
I think a lot of us.
That's
do. As a
That's
Well,
my
the
curious-
thing about the other members is
Curious
like there's almost
wonder.
nobody I recognize or like.
well, of course not. They're an indie group. They're not that popular.
No, but I
Yeah.
mean with groups, there's always like, oh, that girl's cute. I wonder who she is, and you just kind of like look for her the next time, right?
There's a couple who.
But in this one, I'm always like, where's Hashimoto?
There's a couple cute girls in here.
Idol groups. Such is life.
Yeah, but it's a decent PV.
Yeah,
It's
it's a decent song in PV.
I'd probably rank it up there in the top 3 of this week.
Oh, okay. Holy shit! What the fuck?
You'll see.
Yeah. I will see, huh? Okay. Well, I mean, yeah,
And-
it's Rev.from DVL. It's Hashimoto Kana and friends. Decent musically.
Does it hurt your
Sounds like
feelings that Hashimoto Kana's like ranked higher than Mai Datsuko?
I don't think that's the case, dude.
Well, I'm saying like
What are you
nobody ever said Maida Atsuko is a once in a 10-day idol or something.
Actually?
10-day idol.
I'm not too sure they didn't.
Are you upset that Hashimoto Kana's basically stealing Maida Atsuko's nose crinkle?
No. Actually, I didn't even notice that she has a nose crinkle.
Dude, Hashimoto Kana working the nose crinkle like crazy.
I did.
Okay.
See, better marketing, please. Show that nose crinkle off. Come on.
I think they use it just fine.
But yeah, the PV is pretty fun. It's them running around Sendai.
Are they running around Sendai? What?
Is that where they're from?
No, they're from Fukuoka, dude.
Okay, Fukuoka.
Are they?
Okay.
Yeah.
Freaking Fukuoka idols, man. That's what it's all about.
Isn't it Rev and HKT that are like competing for the market?
No, it's
I'm
HKT,
sure HKT has a pretty hard
Link.
lockdown on that.
Oh yeah, Link.
Yeah, Link would be their next competitor. Not Rev.from DVL.
Okay.
No, there's a lot of groups over there though. In general, Fukuoka is the secondary hotbed of idols. If you're talking.
And
about
then
all of Japan.
Sendai and.
Is Sendai really that big on idols?
Nah, I think there's like 4 or 5 groups that I know of from there.
I mean, I think this sucks to say, but I think it makes sense, especially after the Tohoku earthquake, because the Tohoku region kind of needs their spirits lifted. So it would make sense if more groups form there, kind of for the purpose of like rebuilding Japan or just for recovery and stuff like that. So that's pretty neat. You know, I listened to that Momoro Clover song a lot. The one where they talk about the different regions of Japan.
Oh yeah.
That one, like, I really like that song, and every time they get to Tohoku, I almost shed a tear.
I can't even think of the name of that song now.
I can't think of the song. I can't think of the name either. But it's so good. It's on my shuffle.
All I can think of is Momoko Jet.
No, that's not it.
I know, that's one of the lines from the song, though.
Oh, like Momo Clover Zet.
No, Jet.
Jet.
Momoko Jet.
They really say Jet?
Yeah.
I thought
then they do the motion as they're when they're doing it live. They actually do the motion
that makes
and run
sense
around.
because they're flying around all of Japan then.
Yeah.
But it's really cute because when they mention Tohoku, they start mentioning like they like Fukushima's peaches. They like God, what are the other? There's a bunch of like foods from the Tohoku region that they enjoy and stuff like that. But yeah, every region gets its own, or like almost all the large regions get their own part in the song, so it's pretty neat. Anyway, we just not too long ago talked about Rev.from DVL, I Ni Kinshai.
And went on a completely random tangent.
Quite the tangent about regional things, but next up we're going to talk about StylipS and their PV Junsui na Fujinbutsu.
This is going to be
version.
This is going to be a 7-minute PV. I know it.
Oh, you mean total?
Yeah.
'Cause I was like, this doesn't look like 7 minutes, bruh.
No, it's like 4, and like half of it is Risa talking.
God damn it. Okay.
Now, is it just me, or does StylipS supposed to have one of the girls from Yuikaru in it?
Holy shit, the girl in pink is like Mayu. That was some straight up synchro toki meki. But I can't answer your question, Draco, because I have no idea what you just said.
Well, I thought StylipS was supposed to have one of the girls, either Yui or Karu, from Yuikaru in it.
Oh, really?
But apparently my facial recognition software has failed because I don't recognize anybody but Noto Arisa.
Did you just say facial recognition software?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so you're trying to make a joke, right? Because I was like, wait, do you really have a program that like checks your pictures to tell you what idols you're looking at?
God, no, I wish.
I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a pretty good idea.
I wish I had software like that.
You know, I tried to do that once. I tried to use Google's Picasa to learn the faces of AKB48 members so that I could organize my pictures. It just took way too long, though. I was like, yeah, screw this shit.
Wait, it took too long because it was like thinking about it, or what?
No, like I would have to like tag every single one and stuff, and I got tired of it really fast. So I decided to just not tag anything ever.
That's really weird.
Yeah. So what's the deal with StylipS?
They're a TNX group, I believe.
A TNX group. What does that mean?
It's another of Sunku's projects.
Oh, holy
I
shit!
see.
The girl with the ponytail, like straight up looked like Hirano Aya in this one shot.
Oh
The
my
sh-
God,
kinda-
Hirano Aya, you remember
Kind of
her?
freaked me out. Hell yeah, I remember her, dude. I used
Which
to worship
ponytail?
her. Brown hair. I think
The
she's
brown,
the lead.
red? Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's the one with the beret in the beginning.
That's Noto Arisa. She used to be a Hello Project Kinkise.
Okay.
And she was in Gatos and...
Do they do tie-ins with anime?
Yes.
Okay,
Almost.
that explains the Lantis label then.
Almost exclusively.
I'm learning things about Japanese entertainment. But yeah, Lantis is like the pretty much one of the most prominent companies when it comes to anime music. I've noticed.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that they've done that hasn't had a tie-in with anime.
Okay. So what tie-in is this? I think you
don't
said it
know.
already. Okay, you don't know. Never mind. This might be the first one
Speaka?
that's not. Speaka?
That's the other track.
This song's not bad. This song's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this
The
part of the top
previous-
3, Draco?
Yes.
For the night? Okay, so it's only going downhill from here.
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me? Okay, well, I'm glad we
Well-
started off strong.
I don't know. There's a couple that aren't bad, but... Yeah, it's an interesting PV too. I mean, it's...
I like how this PV is done. The colors are good. I'm liking the different rooms for the girls, and then kind of like then they throw them into like the dance floor, and they're actually dancing information and stuff.
And
This sounds anime as hell,
yeah.
voice wise.
Okay, voice-wise,
Yeah.
yes. I'll agree with you voice-wise, but it's not
They-
actually that long. This video wasn't as long as y'all thought it was.
No, this is the
It kinda
short
just-
version.
It just kind of cuts off.
This
So-
is the short version.
So
It's not
Drake
the
is
full
saying
song.
that when it's the full thing, it's gonna be like huge.
These outfits
Yeah.
aren't that bad either.
No.
They're okay. They look like AKB0048 outfits.
Like what?
Fine. AKB0048.
Really? I didn't like the 0048 outfits. Though.
Well, they don't like you either.
Oh, that's too bad. Because
Yeah.
I'm right.
But I like the PV. It's all about Noto's character running around, getting ideas from the other girls, annoying her, basically.
No toe.
Noto Arisa.
Yeah, that's
So,
usually
yeah.
the case.
And her drawing a manga the entire time.
I see. Well, and then the other girls just don't do shit. Like,
Well, no, they give her the inspiration by, wanting to be a superhero and
okay,
being a DJ and playing the trumpet
I gotcha. So they're
and they are
they're
all
being
voice
their
actresses.
characters. Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
and yeah, they are voice actresses. So
This is excellent. I want more anime idol crossovers because the two worlds should combine, in my opinion. Or
I'm
have-
surprised. I'm actually surprised there haven't been more.
You know what it is? It's just the fans kind of hate each other, just like with any other highly protected fandom.
Yeah, but there used to be a lot of anime idol crossovers.
I think
And
when both industries, you could say, moved on to like they became more niche. I think that's when it got like the divide became more extreme because before I could argue that both anime and idols were a lot more like mainstream and pop, as in
Yeah.
like anyone could like them. Now it's more like if you're older than 16 and you watch anime that's not One Piece, you're an otaku. And if you're older than 16 and you like an idol group that's not AKB48, you're an otaku. And then those two otaku groups are actually different. They're not the same. And so they're like, we don't want to be associated with them. And they do that crappy, like, 3D Pig Disgusting versus, you guys losers with your body pillows and shit like that. So...
Hey, and the really sad thing is, anime and idols both have body pillows.
Oh god, yeah, that's true.
What's that sad?
Wow.
He was trying to make a comparison of one being disgusting to the other.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's I don't know, it's just freaking... That's what pisses me off. It's like the same shit, just a different medium. Come on.
Well, that's absolutely true. Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, right on StylipS for trying to unify the idols and the animus. I'm down for that. That was StylipS Junsui na Fujinbutsu. Next up, let's talk about Endo Mai and her PV Mujina, the short version.
What about Endo Mai, David?
Okay.
Nothing? Really?
You said something.
You had, yeah.
How popular is she in idling? Because she's pretty popular, right?
I think she's actually ex-idling now.
No, I mean, no. How popular? I'm sorry. How popular was she in it?
Pretty popular.
Oh, was she?
Which I don't get. I just.
Damn, you don't.
I just don't follow them close enough, I guess.
I don't know either. I never followed idling that closely.
God, we're terrible.
But this.
But we're gonna review her song anyway. Her song.
Dang it, this song's good.
The song is actually pretty good, but the
this
PV
is in your top 3?
No.
It's good, but it's not that good.
I don't think the PV's horrible, but it's definitely leaves something to be desired.
Well, I said top 3 PVs, not songs, and this one does not go into the top 3.
That's cool. Look, they're moving around the background and stuff. That's awesome.
That's
shadow shit is pretty cool. Wait, so you're not cool with that, Draco? Is that what you're saying?
I would have been fine with it if they had actually done it with use some hardware instead of people, so that it's an actual rig and not these gaps and mistimed movements and.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. You're talking about the perfection. I think that's the whole point. It's supposed to be like those.
Do you remember? You remember when this was? Like, David, you remember when this was kind of a big deal, right?
Right. It was a popular trend, right?
Yeah.
Like, it showed up in those Japan talent show award things.
Yeah,
the
comedy group that did the whole table tennis thing,
right?
The Matrix table tennis.
Yeah, I think that's.
And they had shadow people. Yeah, pick up the guys and move them and stuff like that, and change where the ball goes. Yeah, that shit was so cool.
That's part of the charm. Is you can see the guys in the background, and they're kind of crappy black suits. It's not like they were completely oblivious, but they were oblivious enough to where it looked cool.
Yeah, and see, this is supposed to have this illusion that she's in a box, and it doesn't.
Doesn't do it for you?
No.
I think it's really creative.
I think it's creative. I think it does leave a little bit that could have been it would have been cool if she was jumping out one window, running, and then all of a sudden changing to a cliff or something, and her jumping off and falling and then landing in a pool.
Yeah, it's clear that it could have been produced better, but I mean, they did what they could.
It's got some of the charm in there. It's
I see what you mean, Draco, because a lot of when she's in the box and the pieces don't line up and they're trying to move them back together and stuff. It looks hilarious because it's what's wrong with your box? Why is it breaking? But it's obvious that there's a dude in the back just trying to hold it.
But then at that point, you might as well just turn it into Star Wars Episode 1, 2, and 3, where
Oh God, no! You're gonna make that argument?
Just shoot it all on a green screen. You can get it perfect that way and edit it in post.
They could have rigged this so that there were pins in it, so that it wouldn't pop apart when they were moving it. And
yeah.
That.
They could have done it a lot better.
I would actually prefer this
I s-
over green screen.
Yeah, the thing is,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I look. Here's the thing. I think if it was Momo or Clover, you'd be going crazy for this. You'd be like, "Oh my god, it's the best TV
Oh,
ever."
you just
Oh,
pulled out
so
the
great.
bias card.
You obviously have not heard what I've said about them recently.
Or what did you say? Are they down? Are they trash now?
I don't care for Gon, and I'm not that hot on Nightingale either.
Yeah. Come on, bring out.
So,
Release the dark side, huh?
Yeah. Give in to the hate.
Charlie Cowden Draco,
No.
so yeah,
Huh?
the B-sides.
Darth Draco, huh? The
Darth
Sith Lord,
Draco.
Darth Draco.
You know, I know a lot of people have been saying like, yeah. I mean, what? Did I say something stupid like Stardust has been losing their dust or whatever, some shit last week?
God, I hope you said that. That's great.
But yeah, like a
That-
lot of the comments about Momoclo's latest musical offerings have been
No, I mean,
like
their music has definitely gone in a direction that I'm not like super
not a
great
big
about.
fan of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those oldies, man. I still like them a lot.
I mean, it's fine. That's just what they want to go with, and you know.
Yeah, trying to maybe adapt.
You know, that's
Yeah.
actually a pretty accurate statement, though. Stardust has been losing its dust.
Fair.
But you actually have to understand how their hierarchy works to catch that reference.
Oh, okay.
Because Momoclo and Ebichu are, and I think possibly Sachi Hoko are all part of Team Dust.
Oh.
While
So are the
people
others
like,
part of Team Star or some shit?
yeah, like the big names that have been around are part of the Team Star.
Wait, who are the big names then?
Oh, they've got an Inca singer on there that I can't think of. her
Oh,
name.
okay. So you're talking like they manage other people that might not even be like not even related to idols and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Stardust is a huge talent agency.
Okay. I gotcha. That I was unaware of.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think, like, what's her name? Ayaka, that Inca singer that's always on Kohaku?
Mm-hmm. She's a Stardust
I think.
talent. I mean, obviously, I know Stardust as a group that produces a lot of super energetic idol groups. So it's always like, oh look, they sound like Momoclo. But okay. So that was Endo Mai with Mujina short version.
I mean, yeah, this song's okay, but the PV,
I'm giving props for the idea and the creativity. I kind of enjoy stuff like that.
It's very bland, though. There's not...
Yeah, I mean, other than scene changes, I mean, all it is Endo Mai just coming out of boxes and looking through window frames.
Yeah, and not even, like, costume changes.
Yeah, but the way they do it, Draco, the way they execute it.
It's not that great.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Okay,
Check out the song.
check it out. Next up, we're gonna talk about N0, Blue Sky Blue. Wait, is N0 like some sort of parody group or something? I forget.
They used to be AKB in Zero.
That's
Oh
right.
right, we just talked about these
Yeah.
Last week.
girls, yeah, last week. So they got another PV here, Blue Sky Blue.
Yeah, it's a
And
backing
they're
track,
blue.
I believe.
Their costumes are blue, it's just not sky blue. It looks more like aqua blue. Nice try though. This looks like throwback indie idols. Let's do it. Is this Nakano Sun Plaza?
Yes. I believe so.
I still have yet to go to Nakano. And it's considered a
What's a Nakano?
a Tokyo idol place to be.
Nakano is a...
It's in West Tokyo. Nakano
Prefecture?
Broadway. No, it's like Nakano Broadway specifically. it's
or a district or something in
yeah, it's a
Tokyo.
district. Because like you know how Akihabara is considered, Electric Town, a haven for otaku, anime, game, and even idol like otaku. But like I think Nakano Broadway was considered like the more OG slash hardcore Woda place to be.
Mhm.
I don't know. I forgot what I heard about it specifically, but I've been wanting to visit it for a while.
Well, it's Sun Plaza somewhere.
Okay, well, fine. So it's Sun Plaza somewhere, because they're dancing in front of a building that says Sun Plaza.
Yeah, because
But,
there's also one in Nagoya.
Okay.
Because that's where the SKE theater is.
Isn't that the Sunshine Sakae?
Oh, yeah. I think it's still a Sun Plaza, isn't it?
It's still Sun Plaza? Sakae
I-
Sun Plaza?
I don't know. I'm gonna just
I don't know, Drake,
stop
you're crazy.
because I don't know.
Yeah. I was there. I don't remember being called Sun Plaza.
But this PV takes low budget to a new
To the
level.
next
Yeah.
level.
I don't know if I'm okay
Yes.
watching these kind of PVs.
But
You
you're
see,
just
like,
okay
people-
with shadow people.
I know, but this Shadow People is at least like a all black like background, you know.
Right.
This is literally like you and I could go shoot this PV in an afternoon. Like there's people on the
Yeah.
sidewalk walking by, like, whoa, what's that going? What's going on there?
Yeah, I mean that's indie idols for you, dude. They don't get to block off the streets.
I guess you could consider this like a guerrilla live recording.
Yeah. Well, a little
And
bit
then
less
edited.
than that, because it is staged completely, It's not
Yeah.
like they have mics and stuff.
Yeah. But
You not a fan of this either, Draco?
Can't they get like a good camera?
you noticed that. Okay.
Yeah, like look at the.
There's some blurry shots.
Oh my god, the amount of like bloom, just because the lighting source is behind them,
Yeah.
Well, not. It's just like blow out completely. The
Yeah.
girl's in front of a white screen at this point,
There's got to be a way to do it, you know.
and their faces look really dark when they're in the faraway shots.
Yeah,
And then
and
there's
just have like camera movement.
the
Somebody, like,
salary
walk-
men are just like, what's going on here?
Is this legal? Are they allowed to just go out there and film without a permit?
I think it's probably okay.
Because in America, I think you can do, or in Texas, you can just do it as long as you have less than 3 people or 4 people.
Oh,
As long as
really?
you don't actually, as long as you don't have a crew out there, you can just film wherever you want.
Wow.
Unless not on private property. I think.
Yeah, private property is is what messes everything up for you. So, and that's the thing. Private property is a lot of places,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Like with Japan, they're really strict about cameras in general.
Yeah, that's
Because
why
like
it's
you can't
interesting
film
that they have-
indoors and stuff unless you get explicit permission. But
Did I ever tell you about
I
the
don't know.
time when me and a couple friends went to go reshoot the ending of 7?
no.
Oh,
What?
I don't know if we have time for this story, but you know the ending of 7, right? Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
Where like
Nope.
Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman are walking out, Kevin Spacey out in the field, and Kevin Spacey's wearing
Nope.
that one
Here's
like
the end,
orange.
Here's the end of the movie. Just to let you know.
and Kevin Spacey's walking around in that orange like jumpsuit, that orange like prison uniform.
hmm
So me and a couple friends went out and like we drove out into the middle of nowhere in Austin to refilm that into the big field to film that. And so we just ran out there and we had like fake guns, like we had airsoft guns, and we were just refilming that thing. And like, there was a lot of attention because people were watching us walk down the field, carrying guns, and then with this one guy looking like he was like a prison guy, you know.
Wait, you guys were not far away enough that people could still see you?
No, I mean we were in a field, but I mean it's supposed to be a
field,
field by the road, you know.
Okay.
So we couldn't drive we didn't want to drive like hours out there, but we were just trying to find
Right.
somewhere far away enough that we could finish filming that part. And I
Okay.
remember we were like we better get out of here soon because I think they called the cops.
How old were you when you did this?
This was like 5 years ago, 7
5 years ago. So you were in your late 20s.
Yeah, mid late 20s.
When I was like 15 or 16, my friends and I, we also had fake guns, and we were getting into like my friend's black car. We were trying to film basically like a car chase shootout, like short action film.
Uh huh.
So it'd start with like us in the car, my friend in the front is like the head gangster. We're all loading like automatic weapons in our hands, and when the doors open, we run out. We're supposed to run into the garage and then like shoot up the place. Like, you know, half of us die or whatever. But it was funny because, you know, there's a lot of downtime in actual filming, and so we'd be just like standing there like in these like dress suits or in all black, and then holding like guns and shit, and then like at one point one of my friends is like, oh shit, like it's the police it's cops or whatever, so we all like drop the guns on the grass. And we just like stand there awkwardly like these kids with like cameras, and they just drive by or whatever. Or like if cars would come by and we didn't want them to be alarmed, we would just drop the guns onto the ground and just, you know, pretend we're just stupid high school kids doing nothing.
You were. So.
We were, yeah. I mean, that was what we were doing. It was, and that was, I have to admit though, I mean, doing stuff like that has, it was pretty fun. I mean, I still have like the desire at times to like produce something in film form, because it's like you get to control that creativity and stuff like that. But
you'd
anyway,
rather be the producer than the actor?
It's tough because I would love to play all roles. Director, actor, editor, but you can't
really hard.
Because
But you can if you're Mel Gibson.
yeah, I guess, but I'm not Mel Gibson, so
Or
I
if you're
can't.
I guess if you're Eddie Murphy, you can too.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. That's you know, that's what I'm trying to say. It's that, I mean, you always want something done right or your way, but then you can't. It's either you're probably gonna take too long trying to do it, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like if you want to make a 5-minute video, it's probably gonna take you a year if you were to do everything. I don't know, but anyway, that was just a small tidbit of our lives as younger people.
Do you still have that video of your shootout?
No, it wasn't. It didn't belong to me, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you can find that video, right?
My friend might still have it.
I just want to see the video of you just walking around with your little guns.
It was actually not bad. It was like there were like special effects and shit in it.
I don't know about that. Go watch it again and then tell me how
Yeah,
good it was.
I mean, yeah. Granted, see, when we watched it back then, it was like, hey, that's
he's like,
pretty
oh,
cool.
it's awesome, it's cool.
When we watch it now, I mean, I watched some of my like, see, my school projects, I made crappy on purpose. So if I watch them now, it's either hilarious or it's like, ooh, that's cringeworthy. Stuff like that. Though, to be honest, I do really respect my friend's skill in his editing though, because I think it would still hold up to this day. But I don't know. It's tough to say because that was 10 years ago, and we know a lot of things from 10 years ago that just don't hold up. Anyway, so we recently talked about N0 Blue Sky Blue and how their budget looked like pretty much a high school student's budget.
Yeah, like $100.
Yeah, I mean, mom and dad gives you a Benjamin, go buy a camera.
Yeah, that's pretty much, well, maybe 200 because I had to buy the costumes, but
Oh, costumes are actually really expensive. It's still kind of crazy.
yeah.
How ridiculous expensive like clothing can be.
Or maybe they made them themselves. I don't know.
And that's the thing. Making it yourself is still expensive because the material costs a lot, and then you spend a lot of time making it.
You spend a lot of time in hiring people.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, look at
but
Shinobu and her team, you know, from AKB48.
Oh God.
But I mean, yeah, if all the girls made their own costumes, it would make it faster. But at the same time, it's like we want to make sure they're done well and stuff. So I don't know if they can.
Yeah, and it would be cheaper though.
Yeah, it would be cheaper because
you're not
pay
paying
less
for
people to actually do it.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, the song's not bad. The video's, it's a live performance basically without the audience and.
Yeah. But anyway,
bad camera focus.
Yeah, it's not the greatest thing.
Or a dirty lens. I'm not sure which.
Let's talk about the next PV by Passcode. This is their PV Gekido Progressive. So, what is Passcode?
I have no idea.
Gary
their
likes
YouTube
this group,
channels.
right?
Their YouTube name is Passcode 0000.
But I think they're a newer idol group. I don't think they've been around that long.
Okay.
The start of this PV is just kind of pointless.
Weird. Pointless. It's a fairly geeking looking dude staring at
An iPad.
another dude who's looking at
See,
an iPad.
this one already infinite better like production value, right? They have enough money for an iPad.
They have the okay, yes, but also the more film quality camera.
Yeah.
What camera would I even buy these days? Jeez, I wouldn't even know what kind of camera to get.
Right? I don't know either, because I'm kind of like
D1.
that shit was like so long ago, you know? I knew the two major players back in the day, but now it's like I don't know what people use.
Who are the two in the back in the day?
The two cameras that back in the day, 10 years ago or whatever. Two of my friends owned the Sony PD-150 and the Canon XL1S.
I'm sure they're not bad now, right? You can still use them. They're probably
They're probably still usable, but
and probably cheaper too.
they still use DV tapes, man.
Oh yeah, never mind then.
Yeah, DV tapes are pretty cool, but
yeah, I'm sure.
now it's like everyone stores stuff on cards.
Okay,
Oh,
has
nice.
either one of you gotten to the breakdown yet?
Yeah. Oh, wait, what's the breakdown?
The breakdown.
Or
No, I think
the
I just
start
started.
of the song?
Yeah. What's wrong?
Okay,
It sounds
yes,
like a
this-
DDR song.
The song has
Yes.
started.
Yeah,
So
it
is it
does
like
sound like a
super
pata-pata.
pop, kind of metal, but not really.
I don't know what to call this because
Or
there's some like Eurobeat in there. There's some dubstep. There's
A little bit of everything. If you sprinkle all the things into it, you'll get something.
yeah. I like the song though.
It's not the worst idea, honestly.
I like the song.
So is this in your top 3 as well?
Yes.
So
I
we're
would
pretty
say
much
this
done for
one.
the night.
I'm sorry.
This one or the next one?
You're sorry, David.
I have to go to the bathroom really bad.
All right, do it.
Oh, this water is catching up to me.
Okay, that's fine. But so what do you think of the PV though, Draco?
I like the PV. I think their use of filters and lighting work really well. And I don't think there's that many outfit changes in this one.
Okay, I just got to a part where it went from quasi metal to like we're getting kind of pata Eurobeatish. So they're really changing it up
Yeah.
at like every opportunity.
Yeah, like every verse.
Yeah. And that's kind of neat. I mean, sometimes that's what you want. You want a lot of variety, you know?
Yeah.
Like whenever I eat food, I prefer variety over quantity. That's why I stay skinny. But it's a problem because everyone wants to sell you like a lot of one thing. And I'm like, I don't want to eat 5 pounds of chicken. Can I have the chicken, the beef, and the pork all cooked in different ways? But no, that's gonna be $15. So that's basically what Passcode is doing here.
Pretty much, yeah.
with Gekido Progressive. They're kind of going, hey, do you like all of these styles of music? Or at least one of them? Like, give it a shot,
Well,
you know?
Here you go.
Yeah, here you go. We're going to give it all to you.
Here's your combo plate. Enjoy.
Not bad, yeah. Not bad. I actually kind of like these pink hoodies. I like this style in general where it's like tank top, some sort of brightly colored hoodie, and then like a
Skirt.
not too poofy skirt.
Not
It's
too
neat.
goofy. You
It's
want
a-
like a
It's like casual, kind of nice. And then at the end, the refrigerated clothes. They're actually refrigerated goods the entire time. See, I was right. This is all about food. That's the symbolism.
Possibly. I mean, the guy kind of disappears though. So where does he go?
He
Because the
watches
guy.
he watches from above. You mean the other guy, the iPad guy?
No, the guy that opened the fridge.
But he's the one who watches the fridge close, right?
No, he's not there. He's gone.
Bullshit. Hold on, I'll rewatch that real quick.
He's
No,
not
he's right there. No, wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, maybe you're right. Cause the hair is actually of the dude who's playing the iPad.
Yeah. the guy that was standing there watching him perform inside the fridge
He became passcode.
is gone.
He became women's. He became girls.
But yeah,
So yeah, you're right. He disappears. Spoiler.
with no explanation at all.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I don't need too complicated of a narrative in my auto PV. I will admit
Don't
that.
need any narrative at all.
But yeah, I do agree with you, Draco, that like kind of the beginning and then the end. That's pretty much pointless because these guys just there, like they serve pretty much no purpose.
Yeah, I mean, the one guy with the iPad looks at the other guy and says, "Do you know passcode?" And the other guy just, like, sits there and doesn't answer.
Yeah, and then he goes to the fridge, and then it's like, now you know. Now you
Yeah.
know. Shithead.
So, it's kind of pointless, but they could cut that from the PV, no problem.
Yeah, I would prefer it if they did cut it out, just because it's silence, and it's like, get this shit out of here, you know? But,
Yeah.
A for effort, that's for sure.
I'm kind of wondering where it's recorded at there, or where it's filmed at, where the outside shots are.
Like that forest-looking area?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks like a park. Like the part where they look like they're in an underground tunnel with like trees near there and stuff. Like that's a little weird. I don't know where they found that. But otherwise,
I don't know. Go ask Majiska. They did some filming in underground
no, but this
tunnels.
is more like a castle dungeon type of tunnel. Majiska was like a straight up like an overpass tunnel, or like just.
I think season 3 had some that were like brick walkways.
Okay, I didn't watch season 3. It never existed. Okay, like
Actually, you know that kind of maybe it might be the same area.
same. Yeah, I mean Japan is only so big.
What do you mean
They
it's
have
only
to
so big? It's
creatively.
huge.
They have to creatively reuse land.
So
If they have to, anyway. But okay. That was Passcode with Gekido Progressive. Very nice, very nice.
yeah,
Last
I
but
like
not
that
least,
song.
Goody. But oh yeah, you like the PV too. That was your top
Yeah.
3, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So next is Doll Elements. Dolls Elements?
Doll Elements.
No, Doll Elements. Fix that.
Did I write that wrong? Oops.
Yeah, you did. Doll
My
Star
bad.
Elements.
My
No
bad.
problem. I forgive you. And this is their PV. Kimi no Negai Kanetai. Kanaetai. Sorry. Kimi no Negai Kanaetai. Oh, what does that mean?
I have no idea.
Kanaeru. I see that kanji a lot, and I feel my Japanese is just waning, and that's bad.
So this
But
is their fourth
This is
single,
their fourth single. Okay, very cool.
which I guess comes out July.
I have this
2nd.
on mute. Sorry. That's okay. It just started. Oh, Kanaeru is to grant. So like this is like I want to grant your wish. Cool.
Yeah, this is we've done another Doll Elements PV
We have, yes.
where
You
they
know, we
were
have, right? Were they wearing something like this before?
possibly yeah.
Not that I know of.
Because these outfits.
Or
kinda seem
I mean,
familiar.
was their first song like or first PV them trying to basically be dolls?
Yeah, pretty much. They were in
And it
like
was creepy, right?
they were in like a huge dollhouse and sitting on a massive couch that was way too big.
I think we were not a fan of that when that happened.
No, well, yeah, maybe.
If I'm recalling the right PV. Holy shit, there's magic in your eyes. That's actually kind of cool. I like that circle light effect.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's like
I
they
I
get
liked it
really
back in,
creepily
like-
close to the girl's eyes, and it's like,
Yeah, I
Whoa,
liked that back
holy
in
shit.
like 2003 when it was first introduced.
Yeah.
when Morning Musume was doing it with hearts.
Yeah.
and stars.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Look at her eyes. There's hearts and stars in it.
Yeah, I mean, they're still kind of acting like dolls, and this is all done in this little girl's imagination or something, but
This girl who's being petted by the giant teddy bear.
yeah. Who's napping on the giant teddy bear?
Yeah.
Because they're actually dolls in the box that they keep showing.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Because when they open that box, it's like they're all lined up there.
Yeah, and I guess that they're, that's why the box moves.
Oh, that's creepy as hell. They're fairly leggy. I will compliment them on most of their thin legs. I'm not a big fan of the costume where they look. Oh god, like one of them looks like they're wearing a tent or some shit.
Yeah, I'm not too hot
at least
on
they have changed. I like the one. I like the one with the checkered, not checkered. Is that gingham check pattern with the pink skirts?
skirt?
Yeah, those I like a lot.
Yeah.
They got the hairband on top.
Yeah, I like those. The casual type outfits, not so much, but
I'm not that big of a fan of like the. We look like cake. Like what's going on here? Like super bubbly cake.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Like pastel cake. I don't know, Easter cake.
I kind of like this song, but I kind of get a K-pop feel from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
a
not
little
sure
bit.
what it is
I'm liking
exactly.
this guitar in the back. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's got some good instrumentals in it.
I like the. I actually like the giant bubbles, and how they reflect those the lights they're using.
You
I've always
actually
been
like
fascinated by really giant bubbles, because it's like, wow, look, how did you make that?
that? That's a good question.
Yeah, it's science. But then they start popping them. It's kind of rude, ladies. And then the little girl wakes up and starts popping bubbles too. Like, what the hell?
Actually, she's still asleep.
Oh, so she's asleep and popping bubbles?
Or that's just some random scene that they threw in there, because...
Okay. Fine. Accept it as an editing error.
I don't know exactly how that scene plays out. I don't know how long they can keep this doll theme working for them in PVs, though.
Oh, they can do it forever, dude. They just have to up the ante every time. Like, you can have themed dolls, you know? You could have like dolls doing different things. It'd be great. You can manufacture an entire line of dolls.
Okay.
That's only if they're willing to go that far, anyway.
I guess.
This girl's going crazy. There's bubbles coming out of her briefcase.
Yeah. Yeah. How does that work?
I don't know. The dolls made bubbles, so now she has bubbles in her room. But that was Doll Elements with Kimi no Negai Kanaetai. And that wraps up the impressions for tonight. Now we're going to talk about the Idol news. In Hello Project news, Smileage's latest single, Mystery Night /18 Emotion, sells 34,340 copies first week and ranks number 2 on the Oricon singles chart.
Smiley? Which one's this one?
Is
this the Shoulders song?
Yes.
Okay.
The shoulders.
I believe so.
Next up, Barry's Kobo is going to be releasing a new single, Ai wa itsumo kimi no nakai ni /futsu idol 10年やってらない desho on June 6th. Man, they got some like long song titles, and then there's always like two. Freaking Kikao Yu is going to be releasing a new single called Urahara Temptation / Ijan on June 25th.
That one I'm actually kind of curious about.
Yeah?
Yeah, she normally does some good stuff.
This is true. Dakikawayu. And next up, Upfront Group launches 2 new web series. One of them is called Upfront Channel Recommends, and the other one is called Music Plus. So these are more of the YouTube shows, right? You're gonna watch it on the YouTubes.
I think the channel recommend
Is what?
YouTube.
Upfront Channel Recommended Yajima Mayumi and Tanabe Nanami, who is Ken Shusei, will be hosting the first episode of the show. Yeah, that's on YouTube, that's for sure. Music Plus delivers Upfront's latest works on every Friday. It also looks like it's a YouTube show.
Yeah.
We got Watase Maki, Nagajima Takui, and Tanaka Reina hosting the show. So they're still Reina, you're still around.
And I have no idea who the other 2 people are.
Yeah, I don't know.
So.
Watase Maki is from Lindbergh.
That tells me absolutely nothing.
And Nakajima Takuya, I think is a dude.
It looks like it.
Okay, so in AKS News, Nogizaka 46 has announced their 9th single, Senbatsu. I think the center goes to Nishino Nanase again, right?
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's
First
Himeka?
row. First row members. That's funny, dude. I see the picture right now. There's a cardboard cutout of Matsui Rena.
Yeah.
First row, Matsui Rena, Shirai Shimai, Nishino Nanase, Hashimoto Nana, and Matsumura Sayuri. Second row, Wakatsuki Yumi, Akimoto Manatsu, Sakura Reiko, Fukugawa Mai, Iko Marina. And third row, Eto Misa, Inoue Sayuri, Saito Yuri, Hoshino Miyami, Yamato Rina, Hori Miona, and Takayama Kazumi.
Where's Himeka?
Sorry. Actually, who is Himeka?
Nakamoto Himeka?
Nakamoto Himeka. Yeah, she's not here, man.
Sue Metal's sister.
Get wrecked. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's not here. Well, in other idol news, Baby Metal is going to be holding European concerts in July. If you did not know.
This is
Pretty
some
neat.
hype stuff.
Their schedule is as follows. On July 1st, they will be... I can't pronounce this, dude.
Lucky Gale?
Lucky Gale,
I don't know.
Paris, France. We're just gonna go with that, okay? July 3rd, live music hall in Cologne, Germany. July 7th is going to be the Electric
Forum.
Ballroom in
The
London.
Form.
The Form?
The Forum in London. They upgraded their venue.
Okay. They upgraded their venue to the Forum in London, United Kingdom. And that's not a July event. On September 14th, we're going to be in Makuhari Messe Event Hall in Chiba, Japan. That's not Europe either.
No.
Fuck. Oh, they're also participating in Sonosphere, the Sonosphere Festival in England on July 4th through 6th.
Yep. Which I believe is
The
the same
Forum.
weekend.
The Forum, you said. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's the same weekend as Anime Expo or Japan Expo
What are you talking about?
in
Sonosphere?
Paris. Yeah.
Yeah. Sonosphere is the same weekend as both Anime Expo and Japan Expo Paris.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was a
Um,
lot of hope that they would be going to Japan Expo this year, but no.
Nope.
not happening.
They're going bigger.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. The Electric Ballroom. The Electric Ballroom sold out, and they upgraded the venue to the Forum.
Okay. The Forum.
Yep.
Okay.
and they doubled the event size basically.
Cool.
They were also in New York today.
Yeah, so we saw tweets of Baby Metal in New York City earlier today.
In front of Madison Square Gardens.
So speculations say...
We don't know. I'm thinking that they may be getting ready to do to announce a U.S. date for this world tour.
Yes.
Because previously when they announced it at Budokan, it was a Europe tour.
I see.
And they have also, in the trailer that's out currently, it says more coming soon.
Ooh. Look out.
So, I'm hoping, I'm speculating, that they are recording footage and taking promotional shots for a possible date in New York.
Okay.
Which you will go to?
I wish. But no.
Damn you, Charlie.
So why does it even matter?
Because he's reporting the news. Alright, next up.
Well, I'm reporting my speculations on it anyway.
Reporting his opinions. Next up, Goto Kaoru is going to graduate from idling. The graduation live and ceremony will be held on June 7th at Zepp Diver City in Tokyo. Goto Kaoru said she was going to leave the group because of family reasons.
She's pregnant.
So what it
Oh
is?
my god.
I didn't say that.
You did. So she joined idling as a 4th generation member in 2011, and she's number 25. She is also a member of Idling Neo. But, wow, okay. She already suspended her activities during 4 months in 2011 for the same reason. So I guess, I don't know, things are kind of... Maybe things are rough at home, so she's taken off.
Maybe she's got a new family member or something.
Yeah, most likely that happens. So, best wishes to her and her family.
Yeah.
Next up, Palette is going to be debuting a new member on June 8th.
Why?
They're going to be... Why? I don't know. Because they need new members. Maybe that's what's going on.
Gotta keep it fresh.
Yeah, pretty much. This Palette recently won they recently placed 6th on the Oricon single weekly ranking for the week of May 5th. And they held an event at the open air stage of Yoyogi Park on May 8th. Oh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, look forward to this event, yeah. What is it? Palette's 2nd anniversary live is going to be on June 8th at Shinjuku Blaze. Opens at 6 p.m., starts at 6:30 p.m. So go check it out, or be on the lookout on June 8th for news about Palette's new member. Next up, Supergirls start a crowdfunding project for Idol Street PV. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is Supergirl's part of Idol Street? Is that
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, Idol Street is
Okay.
like the overall arching thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though Supergirl's not really, like, namely tied to it.
Well, this is cool because see, this is Tokyo Girls Update again, and now their crowdfunding thing has 2 projects, and that definitely means more legitimacy.
They have some. I mean, Tokyo Girls Update. They have to have something within the Japanese idol community, right? I mean, they have to have some sort of hand or like contact, right?
Absolutely.
There's no way
Yeah.
they just randomly made a site and then these sites were like, "Well, let's do that to make more money."
Right.
No, they definitely got something going on.
Yeah, they've been doing work.
And that's cool. I don't know why they have to still use these stupid seeds, like coin. What's it called? currency.
Yeah, it's like
but-
be a little. Come on, you know. Come on.
I don't know.
Seeds.
Well, I mean, they're trying to be. Yeah, but it's just. I don't like it. I don't like the seeds thing. I think it's like it reminds me of going to like Chuck E. Cheese and like trading in for tokens or something. It's like, oh,
Well,
you got?
Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about this being Supergirls.
Yeah, which is a legitimate like.
Now let's.
Well, this is weird because this Supergirl is an MV producing project with all Idol Street members in situation of Summerfest. God, the English is still a little off, but
A little.
so this is Supergirl's promoting all of Idol Street. Sorry.
Well, it says that all of Idol Street will be in the shooting of the music video, with Supergirls, Cheeky Parade, Gem, Sapporo Snow, Lovitz, Sendai Twinkle,
Sendai Twinkle Moon.
Yeah, Sendai Twinkle Moon. And those are going
to. Oh my God, so many. Dude, they have like regional groups too. Holy shit.
Well, yeah, because Idol Street, there's Idol Street East, West, and West.
Aw, snap. East versus West.
And I think East is like Osaka and...
No, East is Tokyo, Kanto region. West will be
Okay.
Kansai.
Okay, then, yeah, West would be Osaka. Fukuoka's in there somewhere. And there's like 4 or 5 other places. But, now, let's talk about this. Supergirls. Now, who is Supergirls under?
Avex.
Avex.
So you find it weird that they're trying to raise money?
Avex has money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why do they need us to provide them with the money to do this?
Yeah, I mean that's always the argument. That's always kind of been the. So you're
that's
not.
that's kind of part of the whole like why
I-
do these idol groups need crowdfunding,
Well,
Yeah.
They've got.
especially if they're
some
not
of these-
indie.
Well, a lot of these smaller groups, right? They're not gonna. It's hard to collaborate everyone together, right? It's not like they can just let's fly all these girls out there and let's fly these girls out there, or like train
Yeah,
get
that's
them on a
true.
sub.
Wow.
So like especially these smaller groups, right?
Well, I know Gem, Cheeky Parade, and Supergirls all do activities in Tokyo.
Yeah.
I don't know about Lovitz and some of the others, but I don't see
And
there
it's just
being...
for a PV, right? It's just hey, help us get together money so we can shoot this PV. It's not even like it's not like some crowdfunding. It's like hey, donate to make this game, and then when we get this game, you get a copy of the game or you get like a digital download for it, right?
No, yeah. But they need 4 million seeds, which is...
Yeah. See, calculate it. Calculate how many of the Chuck E. Cheese tokens it takes.
Yeah.
They're already almost there. I mean, they've already
Yeah.
almost. 2,000 seeds is $19. So okay, so basically.
We're doing math, guys.
So it's basically 1,000 seeds is $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 100 seeds is $1. Right?
About, yeah.
They need $36,000. $36,330.
They need 2,000 supporters to donate $20.
I don't know
About-
who.
Yeah, about $40,000.
Yeah.
But
Not that bad, actually.
Oh no, sorry, 40,000. I'm saying I was saying they have 36. That's how much they have. Sorry.
yeah,
So they need $40,000. I mean,
that's not bad. But why can't Avex fork it over? I mean, Avex spent like several million on SKE to buy them, and now they're shit on.
oh, see, okay, so they do have like rewards, right? So there are different like rewards.
Yeah.
No, I mean, here's the thing. I'm okay with this now. I'm looking into this. Depending on what the rewards are, I don't know what the rewards are. This is good though. This reward stuff is good.
Well,
think
yeah, you're
there's-
supposed to have this reward shit if you don't, if you're gonna do a crowdfunding thing.
Yeah.
One of the rewards is being an extra in the PvE.
Oh wow.
Damn, son.
You know why I'm okay with this, and why I'm okay with Avex not putting up the money to do this?
Why?
Because it's like Activision, right? They want they want to make money, and that's one of the reasons why Activision makes their video game choices dependent on what's going to make money. Let's fork a lot of money over on Call of Duty and stuff like that. And for them, it's smart not to invest in something like an indie game or something like this that's not a proven, going to be a proven seller. So this allows Avex to just be like, you know what? If y'all can raise the money, do whatever y'all want. Spend $40,000 on a PV. We're not even going to blink bat an eye because y'all crowdfunded it and y'all got the money. And this is good because again, they for right or wrong, they pull on the fans' support heartstrings. And now fans feel like they're involved, and we donated to this, and we were part of it. And then if they want to give them rewards, I don't know what these rewards are, but I mean, if it's hey, you get a 2-shot picture,
Well, yeah, you can get
that's what they want.
FaceTime with them, go to the screening party with them. In some cases, be extras.
It's sleazy, but it's not any sleazier than some of the other stuff that it can get sleazy. I'm saying
that's sleazy.
Okay, now let's take this and say that we get $10,000 as a max, and we have N0 do it instead.
Right. But they won't. I don't think they'll make the money because I don't think anybody knows them enough to donate $10,000.
It doesn't have to be any one.
Uh huh. What's the difference you're trying to make between N0 and?
I'm saying N0's got a budget of $500. Avex has a budget of several billion yen.
Sure.
So why are we supporting an Avex group instead of an indie group?
Well, I'm not
Avex has the connection. We know Avex has the. Avex has the ability to deliver on the quality of the $40,000. Just because you have $40,000 doesn't mean you can all of a sudden make an amazing PV. You're right. I'm assuming that Avex already has all the cameras or all the technical know-how or has the staff or stuff like that. Versus if you give $10,000 to this idol group, indie group, they might it might just be dudes that run an idol thing out of their basement and never take any film.
It is being directed by a specific person.
With this one, right?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They have Avex has the connections and have the background to be hey, we're not just going to screw your money over and
Or maybe Avex just doesn't want to actually pay for this concept.
No, I mean absolutely. The thing is, I see the alternative as Avex being okay, you know what? Well, we're not going to pay for this because even though it's only $40,000, they don't. I don't know how much of a return they get on, on idol stuff. For instance, there's a grocery store near my house, right? It's been there for 20 years. They closed it down last year. They opened up a new one. They had to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars because they remodeled it, rebuilt sections. Rebuilt in a bar, a cafe, a sushi thing, all this stuff. And it wasn't even open for 9 months. They shut it down again. And I was like, were y'all not making money? He's like, yeah, we were making money, but I don't think they were making enough to where they were happy,
Oh.
So it's sometimes it's not if they break even, if Avex spends $40,000 to make a PV and they break even after all of the marketing costs and making the PV and selling the song,
it's still a failure.
For them, they're like, fuck it, we didn't make any money off this, so why do we want to do this again? We spent all these man hours and stuff planning this, and it didn't even make us any money. If this means they can just do this stuff liberally and not even care about making the money back because they didn't really have to spend the money, then I'm fine with it, I guess.
Okay.
You're fine with that?
Okay, so you're fine with Avex profiting from your money.
Well, it's not my money. I'm not
without spending any of their own money. You're literally paying Avex to produce this PV for you, and have them make all the money off of it.
The thing is, I'm not paying anything. They're not. If people want to donate, they can donate. If they feel bad about Avex making money off them, then they absolutely don't need to. That's the whole thing about this is.
But then you're at the other point. You've got the idols pulling on the heartstrings, wanting the donations.
Yeah, but I mean that's always how Idols has always been, that kind of like, hey, support me, and nobody has to buy 200 CDs, but now all of a sudden you have a chance to get a picture with them. People fork over the money, and I don't know what these idol rewards are. Right, these are rewards, right? There's limits.
There is a preview wrap-up party. Supporters who cannot make it. Supporters who cannot make it to the scheduled day will receive a DVD complete with promo video, autographed by the group. I
mean, that's stuff that no one else is going to get, so they're okay paying for that. That's what they're paying for. They're paying, A, to feel like they supported the cause, to support their idols, and B, they get limited edition stuff that no one else is going to get because they supported it. And of course, like, you know, I mean, sure, it costs money. I'm sure it costs money to make DVDs, and it costs money to put up these idol parties or these viewing parties and stuff, right?
Not that much, though.
I mean, the thing is, you're going to be able to get this PV. Essentially, you're going to be able to get a higher quality PV without having to do anything.
Well, that's still...
I don't know about that.
I mean, in all... What's the word?
That's still up in the air on if it'll be a high quality PV.
Yeah. 'Cause you kind of don't know.
Yeah, but I have more trust in Avex in making a better PV than somebody else, right?
No.
I get it, Draco. I get it. I get that you're upset that Avex is potentially going to profit off this. I get it, but if the alternative is, hey, they don't want to spend the money and we don't get this project because, you know, it's not within their, the returns are not, they don't see the returns going to be worth their time, then you know, the lesser of two evils is, you know, it's fine. It's okay.
I don't know, I'd rather see somebody that's not on a big label doing it.
Sure, and absolutely,
well,
but
I think we can all agree on that.
No, absolutely. Of course, you want to see these little groups do it, but I mean, again, no one's going to donate to these little groups because they don't know who they are. You know,
I think you might be surprised.
The fact that it's super girls, it makes me think like, okay, well, in the future, there's possibilities of other groups taking notice of this and, you know, jumping in.
Okay, so next, you heard it here. Next, we're gonna have AKB48 crowdsourcing PVs.
Are you not okay with that?
Absolutely not.
If they don't come up with Mukashina Mae,
Maishka Mukane.
if they can use that and hire more people and stuff, and get better, you know, videos, or, you know, put more time and effort into it instead of just pumping out these PVs.
No, because with the budgets they have, they should be producing higher quality PVs in general.
Did he just say more time and effort put into them?
Well, people have argued that they're not putting the time that they used to put into it, right? That they're just kind of pumping these out and putting them out.
Okay.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not arguing that AKB should be allowed to do this, okay?
Okay, David, here's how this works, okay? Akimoto sends all the girls to the recording studio, hands them the song and says, here, record this. They get sent to the PV set and says, we're doing this.
Right.
They have no time.
The girls have no time.
They aren't given the time. They get like 2 or 3 days to record and that's it. And they're given what they're going to be doing in the PV the morning they start recording. Sure,
but I don't think that's where the quality of the PV goes downhill. I think it's the people they're hiring to write the ideas or the themes or whatever behind the PVs.
To some extent.
You can hire people to be like, you can hire me, I'll fly out there. If all of a sudden they can fly me out there because, let's say there's a good director like Joseph Kahn, they want to get Joseph Kahn out there. Okay, well, look, we can just hire him anytime. We can buy his plane ticket and send him out there. It's not going to cost us, you know, anything. Or you can hire bigger name directors now because, you know, you have the money to go, whereas they didn't want to spend that money beforehand, right?
Didn't we already have AKB Joseph Kahn?
No, I'm saying, but again, let's get Martin. Let's hire Martin Scorsese to make the next AKB PV, because originally maybe he wasn't interested, but now that you just dropped a fat stack of cash in his lap, he's like, okay, well, I guess I'll fly out there and make the next AKB drama. Hire better writers. I'm sure a lot of these people are not like the greatest writers. Because of budget, I don't know. I don't know why, but because I would assume it's because they don't want to spend the money to pay for actually good writers.
I'm not sure there are any writers.
Yeah, or maybe it's not even any writers. Yeah, maybe it's Akimoto penning this shit himself. So if he has the money, he just hire other people to do them.
He has the money. He won't hire anybody else. He doesn't want to
AKB
share.
makes a lot of money, right? But is it as much money as we think it is? Because a lot of this stuff takes a lot of people, a lot of manpower, a lot of marketing, right?
Supposedly, no. AKB doesn't make any money. Supposedly.
What?
No, I'm asking. What?
Well,
don't be sarcastic, because I'm trying to make sure I'm understanding your side of the argument.
For what, the first 5 years, AKB was in the red.
Sure.
Yeah, as an entity, as a group, as a whole. I mean, because everything they did was based on their theater show and their releases, right?
Yeah. And they lost supposedly a bunch of money on Tokyo Dome.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds freaking. That's
again.
ridiculous,
These things are very It's the same with in the video game world, right? A new game comes, one of the worst jobs, and probably nobody should ever do this job, is you're the guy at GameStop, and the new game is coming out, and you're trying to figure out how many games to order, right? So you go to the conventions, they show you the game, it's like, oh, this ARM game's going to be great, you should order it. And then you got to think, well, how many of the people in the public are going to buy this game? How many should I order for GameStop so that we have enough in our stores for people to buy? It's the worst job. Because if you order too many, you're sitting on copies and you're not going to sell them. If you order too little, all of a sudden you've missed out, and you're like, oh man, everyone I could have ordered more, we could have made money off of. So it's a very thin line where you actually hit your mark,
Yeah, and you know how this may have changed, but GameStop now bases their orders off of pre-orders.
Yeah, they've always done that. But even that case, when Dark Souls came out, they were pre-ordering. Nobody pre-ordered that game, and then all of a sudden it came out, became a huge hit. Everyone's trying to buy it, and I'm telling you, there are copies of Halo 2 that are still sitting around in games. Well, there were when I was there.
Oh yeah.
Halo 2 came out, and there was years later, there were still day one sealed copies, do not open before street date, copies of Halo 2 new, just because.
Halo 2.
They got to try to make sure there's enough, And then I kind of see the AKB business model formula kind of the same way. I don't think the profit margins are nearly as huge as would be comfortable in something that huge. I mean, with the amount of people involved, the massive manpower. I mean, one screw up, and
but they got a lot of investors.
Outside
investors,
income,
yeah.
right? I'm sure that too. But I'm saying, as far as the actual
Well, Tokyo Dome was it? No, the Junkin. I bet they lose a lot of money on that.
Because they have to secure Budokan for that.
No, because they hire 160 freaking cameramen to follow every single girl.
Oh, that's true. Well, I mean, when do they? Well, yeah, they don't always use 160 cameras, but they have a lot of equipment and they have a lot of overhead. That's for sure.
But no, I don't see the point in this. I mean, I know that
Supergirls, or you're talking about just Supergirls?
Yeah, Supergirls.
Yeah, I know on the evening show, the new show, they were talking about You Made Me Do Adolescence, because they also have a fully funded project on here for the B-side PV2. I believe it is for Jump.
Okay.
Right.
So
But I don't know who Yume Miru Adolescence is under. I don't know which.
So let me ask you a question. So Anime Expo is going to crowdfund their next, guest, right? So this year, all of a sudden, they say, "Hey, everybody, if you pay, us $50,000 or $100,000, whatever their goal is, we'll get we'll get SKE to come, or we'll get Momohiro Clover to come."
Oh gosh.
Are you okay with Anime Expo, a big, huge, the biggest anime, convention to bring them over here?
Yeah, because
But
they're while
Because
they're
Anime
still
Expo, they're not AVEX.
well, no,
not
they're
A-
still profiting off of it because
Right.
they're going to be selling
But the thing is, you remember
potentially more tickets, but you're paying to get a specific guest.
right? Okay.
You're not paying,
but
for.
you're not specifically maybe even going though. Like people could just be
Sure.
Sometimes people just donate this stuff because they want to help out and stuff, right?
Yeah,
So I'm
it's a
saying
tax
you
write-off.
know we all know they lost money on AKB, right? They lost money on AKB. Why would they ever want to bring another idol group over again? Because the potential for them to lose money is so great again. There's never a sure shot with those kind of things. But if they're all of a
Yeah.
sudden they can just bring whatever group over, the Momoyo Clover and Baby Metal could potentially be funded no problem this way, because everybody wants to see Baby Metal, but everybody wants to see Momoyo Clover. But the general group, the general population, the people who are going to Anime Expo probably don't give a shit about Momoyo. Who the hell is Momoyo Clover to them?
Oh, they might.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just-
Momoclo maybe more so than Baby Metal, because Momoclo
Right.
have actually been an anime. But
Right.
in this case, you're paying for a known quantity. You're paying for them to bring a specific guest over. In this case, you're paying to have AVEX make a PV that you have no idea what it's going to be like.
So it's
Well,
more.
what if
it's more about the PV
argued
thing.
that what if I argued that the this collaboration between all the groups can only be accomplished because of this crowdfunding project? What if they can't? What if they? I mean, this goes all the way back to what David said in the beginning. Like, what if the overhead for joining all of the regional groups together under Idol Street to do this huge PV with all of them is pretty much just out of AVEX's, basically outside of any thoughts that AVEX would have.
I mean, why would they bring the little, Tokyo Toritsu group or whatever, or the Nagoya Chubu? Why would they bring that little group to be involved? It's a regional thing. Nobody's going to care about it in the grand scheme of things, right?
Promotion.
But who? Promoting to who? The region, the local area?
Promoting the group.
But I don't think they're expecting that little group to go start selling, CD. They don't even. They probably don't release their CDs like nationally.
No,
They're-
but if they get more fans through the PV, then they can start making more money with them. They have to promote them to get more fans.
right, and this is part of the promotion, right?
Yeah, and we're paying for it. So why should I pay for this
The thing is, you have
unknown
to
group?
remember, you're not paying for it. You can choose not to pay. The people who are spending their money, if they want to do it, they're more than welcome to do it. But this isn't like them. If you don't just support it, absolutely, just don't pay. They might not hit the thing, or
And as Gary has pointed out several times, they did this last year with the same groups.
Mm-hmm.
A full
Okay.
PV.
Right. Okay, but it's not about accomplishing it. We've established that AVEX can do this anytime they want. Now, do they want to spend the money to do it? That's another thing.
It sounds like they just don't. That's basically
Yeah, they
it.
don't want to spend the money. So if this means we get another PV because people pay for it, you're paying for a PV, that's great. If you don't want to pay for it, you don't have to. But I mean, if you don't want to watch it when it comes out, you don't have to either. But I mean, you're going to be able to
Well,
basically
yeah,
get a product.
I kind of do have to watch it because,
Right, and if
We
it
do
comes out, well, no, and that's
Because
the
we
thing.
do
If-
this.
If you want to argue and if it comes out and it's a shit PV and you don't think it's worth the quality that people paid for, then that's an argument I think you can make. Sure.
Yeah, and that would be the time when we say this is why you don't fund shit like this, especially for AVEX, because people innocently gave them money and then they took it and
and those people will be the biggest. They'll cry foul more than anything, because you've seen that with like these games and Mighty Number 9 and people crowdfunding like. That
Cube
game.
World.
Yeah, like
But then,
crowdfunding abuse is like ridiculous right now because it's still so new.
But it sucks too, because it gets to a point where then all these people who start supporting this stuff, they feel like, well, I put this money in, I should have a say on, like, if it's not the way I want, then I have a right to complain about it because I donated and spent money on this.
Right, but at the end of the day, that's not true, because what you're really doing is donating money.
You're just donating the money.
Yeah, and they're giving you a gift in return for a donation.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of the sad reality that you have to live with.
You're not buying shares in their company.
Exactly. Crowdfunding, that's just how it works. Or at least with these, So, I mean, I agree with David. I'm the type of person who believes, like, people can spend their money on what they want to spend it on.
Sure.
Regardless of if we think it's stupid or not. But I do have to agree with you as well, Charlie, that I also don't think this is the greatest idea. Or like I'm not very. This is not that cool, in the sense that, like, yeah, AVEX, you are a really powerful and rich company, or you have the resources. Like, why can't you just do it yourself? But again, a business has to make money, and if they just don't find it reasonable for them to actually put the resources into it, then and they think that, hey, we could just crowdfund it instead. Like, whoop-de-doo, they're using a system that exists. They're, quote-unquote, exploiting a system that exists. They're taking advantage of something. And they're going to go ahead and do that. And if people want to provide the resources for it, they want to pay for it, then they can. So, I mean, again, we're not really going to... I guess we're not really going to know until this actually... I'm pretty sure this is going to get funded because it's so close to being funded.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, they barely just started it.
It's going to happen. It's going to be made. When it gets made and when it gets released and all the all the prize shit goes out, then we can really judge it. But the process, though, is really interesting because I actually contributed to a Kickstarter recently. And
really?
Yeah, and like...
Was it Harmonix Amplitude?
No, it was...
God, I wanted to do that. Shit.
Yeah, I heard about that. But I have to admit, I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, or if people feel like they're being cheated, you're going to get a lot of bad PR for it. So, I mean, with mine, it's not too bad. I get it. It's like a couple dudes in a garage, like, localizing doujinshi. Like, this is not a big... it's not a huge deal, Like, when they say that we can't ship stuff out until next month because of so-and-so printing processes, I'm fine with that. Like, I'm not going to gripe about stuff like that. But if, like... AVEX, it's technically not even under AVEX. If Supergirls and Idol Street are like, hey, the PV's 2 months delayed in production because of reasons, quote unquote, then it's going to be like, hey, what are you doing with our money, Yeah. Like, come on, you're a professionally run company. You're not a startup at all. You've done this before. You have a famous director. You should have a crew and a team. Like, why is this taking so long, or why is it failing? And at that point, you can be like, yeah, maybe that crowdfunding idea was actually a bad idea. Or if they hit it out of the ballpark and it's suddenly really good, then yes, this could potentially open doors to, a lot of other crowdfunding projects. And again, like, the crowdfunding idea for idol groups, especially indie groups, like, it's neat. It's a new frontier. I like the fact that they're trying something new, because I'm always of the opinion that these Japanese production companies, they are kind of stuck in time with how they do things. So that's cool, but I do also understand that, yeah, people are still going to be like, hey, this is kind of jacked up because we're footing the bill. But at the end of the day, what if, just a question, what if they already paid for this? Like, everything's already set in motion, and then they're just doing this to kind of recoup some of that money? That's fine too. I mean, that's basically what Idol Matsuri is doing, right? With their Indiegogo.
Yeah.
They already had the budget set aside for Idol Matsuri. They're just asking to have some compensation because
that's a lot of money they spent, and they're not sure if they're going to make it back. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they know they're not.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's the chicken or the egg, right? It's like, hey, do we get the money together first to invite the guest, or do we invite the guest first and then try to make the money back later?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a risk of business. Like,
yeah,
everyone always says you need money to make money, and yeah, I mean, you don't want to take out your savings to try to start something that might fail, but at the same time, it's like you need a chunk of capital in order to get stuff like this rolling. And yeah, maybe Avix wrote a check and was just like, all right, here's your budget. What are you gonna do about it? And then they're like, hey, let's buffer it by doing a crowdfunding project.
Trying to offshoot the cost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it works to their advantage. I can understand. Business-wise, it totally makes sense. If people are willing to give you money,
Why not take it?
Right. It's a slippery slope, though.
It is. No, and
Absolutely.
I'll agree with you 100% on that, Charlie. I don't understand your point. I'm just saying there's some things we can argue about, and other things
the more any of this screws up, like the harder it'll ever be for stuff like this to continue. Like, people are gonna shout louder. We're gonna tell everyone how it's terrible.
What if it's the opposite? What if it's a huge success, and then
AKB48 starts crowdsourcing their PVs?
No, but that's a possibility. But no, what if AVEX decides to no longer budget for their idol groups, and they have to all go through crowdsourcing to get their budget?
I hope they crash and burn.
No, but I don't think it'll completely go crowdsourcing.
You would hope they won't, because that's still such a risk to have your entire project funded by something else instead of resources you already have. Unless, of course, they're just hey, we have, we know we're gonna have enough fans to fund us, then we're fine.
The thing is, I think some of the success of these, I mean, I'm gonna put the quote unquote success, because they've raised the money, but I mean, part of this is because it's never been done. It's like, oh, cool, look, we can do this now, and there's some sort of like novelty behind it,
Yeah.
But if it keeps going down where every PV they're asking for money, people are gonna get tired of that shit pretty quick. I can see.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, of course.
They're like, oh, God,
it's with any business model, like, it becomes stale.
Not only do you have to pay for your handshakes now, you also have to pay for your PVs.
Yeah, exactly. I'd still rather pay for my handshakes. So.
Pay for your handshakes, your 2 shots, your PVs. Next, you'll have to pay for the songs too.
Well, technically we do.
Okay, next you'll have to pay to get them even written,
Charlie.
let alone produced.
No, you have to pay for them to actually write the songs.
Yeah.
That's the next step.
Here's the thing. I agree. I know. Okay, I understand what you're upset about. It's the same thing when, huh?
I'm not upset.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the same way I feel about video games and DLC. Is that I'm okay. I'm kind of okay with DLC.
Oh yeah, screw DLC.
As long as they're upfront about it, and I know like what's the limit. It's like how much DLC you're gonna add on there, because I don't want to be paying for DLC like, oh here, look, here's something, and then oh by the way we have this now too. Oh,
yeah, when they first came out, it became a really convenient way to make, more than enough money.
Yeah,
off of the same game.
And then on top of that too, they started cutting stuff out of games, like the old Resident Evil games, like, oh, beat the game. Oh, you beat the game twice and you get an outfit. Oh, beat the game under 2 hours, you get another outfit. And that was part of
now
like, the value
it's only
of the
a
game.
DLC.
Now it's like, okay, well here, look, beat the game and we have DLC. You can buy outfits for $2 and it's
you can buy this DLC to play another level to unlock more stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a different thing, and I that's the thing I hated about it. It's like, okay, it's fine. Here, look, you want to put DLC, that's fine, but there has to be a limit on how much is okay. You can't make like some of these DLCs now are like the DLC for the Dead or Alive. It's funny, we were just talking about this, but the DLC for the Dead or Alive, all those outfits, if you buy it normally, it's $40. The game is $40.
Yeah,
so how
exactly.
can you charge $40 for outfits? But see, but the thing is, for some people, that's value. Like,
you're asking for double the price of the game in order to get "quote unquote" the full game, which is just aesthetics.
Yeah, but some people are okay with that because
absolutely. I
don't play the game very much, but for somebody who that's all they play, paying $2 for an outfit is not a big deal. It's like, oh, I'll gladly pay $2 because
this is the same shit that happened like when League of Legends blew up. and everyone's like, wait a minute, like it's a free game, but you pay for like skins or costumes or whatever, you know?
Right.
But at the end of the
Yeah.
day, like what you value and what someone else values is always going to be different. And
Yeah.
absolutely. Like maybe
And
I don't believe that aesthetic changes in a game are worth the money they're charging, but
Yeah.
someone else does, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
you just have to have the
That's
trust
way it
that
is.
you know, you trust that if it doesn't make money, they're gonna stop it, or
Yeah, that's
people
the
are
thing.
gonna-
I mean,
people aren't
if
gonna
people
pay for stuff.
if people pay for it, they're gonna keep doing it. So
Yep.
that's kind of the point. And I get it, Draco. Like it's the moral of the story is always supposed to be vote with your wallet. You know, it's like if you don't like something, don't buy it. But I also understand that at the end of the day, you can't. It's really really difficult to get that message out to everyone and to have them like agree. You know, when people keep saying like Call of Duty is shit, but it still gets like platinum.
5.6 million people playing
Yeah,
it.
it breaks every record every time it releases. Like it's just how do you tell the world that they should stop buying Call of Duty because they're just gonna keep recycling the same game, right? But I mean, I don't know. Maybe some people just really like getting Call of Duty every year.
No, I mean
And-
but the thing is that's the majority. Most people are not like, hey, I'm gonna buy games every month. I'm gonna play all the top tier games. I'm gonna play this one, play that one, and have like a breadth of knowledge that like, there's other games out there. Some people are just like, well, I'm gonna buy my Madden every year. I'm gonna buy my Call of Duty. I'm gonna watch sports, and they buy like 3 games a year, and that's it for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's
Yeah.
another thing too. I mean, they've captured a target audience that is going to
Yeah,
consistently
and also,
pay.
you know how people are like resistant to change, right? They don't want, if you change it and completely made it a completely different game, they're like, fuck this game, I'm not gonna play it anymore.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
They want the similarity, but then they bitch about it being, oh, well, I played this game before too. It's weird. It's a really, people are just,
Yeah,
the
but isn't that
majority
what
of people
Call of
are-
Duty is? It's the same game.
Yeah, it should be. Well, I don't know if I could say it should be, because honestly, they put a lot of freaking resources into those games. I mean, we're talking
they put.
larger budgets than blockbuster movies at this point. So it's a lot
Yeah.
of jobs, it's a lot of
But-
programmers, a lot of man hours put into this game. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
no,
It's the
but, I
same.
mean, the thing
it's
is,
the
it's
same
not-
like mechanics, but
I don't think it's the same. I don't have the same positive view on Activision as I do on like AKS. So when I look at Activision, I'm like, oh, fuck Activision. But AKS, I'm like, oh, I like AKS. So they're
why
one of my-
is that the case though?
why do I dislike Activision? Because I don't like the person running it. I don't like the
Is it Bobby Kotick?
Bobby Kotick. Some of the other decisions they've made. They made very smart like business decisions. Like they dropped Brutal
Absolutely.
Legend. Right, originally they had Brutal Legend. They're like, nah, fuck it, I don't want to do Brutal Legend. And what happened? Brutal Legend was kind of a flop. And you know what? EA picked it up and tried to be the hero. Tried to be like, look, we're going to support Double Fine Studios, and
Wait, okay, David. Activision or EA? Which one do you like more?
Oh, dude, I don't care. I don't care either one. Both those. Nintendo. if I'm
Both
gonna
of them
pick
suck.
yeah, if I'm gonna pick, if I'm gonna.
Yeah, I was
pick,
about to be like, wait a minute, are you saying
Oh.
one's better than the other?
No, but I'm saying everybody was real happy, right? Because like, oh look, EA picked up Brutal Legend. They're playing Hero. Activision dropped it, and they're gonna block EA and not let them. But like, did you hear about? You've heard about like how much Activision is spending on Destiny, right?
Oh yeah, they're spending a ridiculous amount on that game.
Yeah, it's like they have to sell like 12 million copies just to break even or something, right? It's
Yeah.
something ridiculous like that.
It's getting
And
it's
like
getting really silly now.
no, and the thing is, I don't think Destiny's gonna be that good. I really
No,
don't.
I don't think so either.
I don't think it's gonna be that good, and potentially, that's what could happen with something with like these bigger idol groups.
Yeah, of course.
It's stupid.
I mean,
it's
that's-
dumb. It's dumb the way they're running their business. But I mean, that's what people want, or that's what the mass dumb majority wants. They want. This
think they have dedicated people that analyze stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like at my company, we have a lot of financial analysts that kind of track how we should be making business decisions.
Yeah.
So I think in companies like those, they definitely have people crunching the numbers every day to see where they should take the company. And
Yeah.
of course, in a company that big, every step you take is
Yeah.
a mere fraction. You're not gonna be very agile. So, I mean, Activision's gonna still make the same games because they sell well. AKS is still gonna put out the same songs and use the same business tactics because they still make the money. But yes, if I do understand though that if they mess up big time, yeah, they're gonna get hit really hard. I mean, it's gonna be hard to save.
And then we can
Really large
everyone
companies
will laugh
plummet.
at them. And
Yeah, I mean, basically everyone always goes like, let's support the small company because they're really cool, blah blah blah, they're
Yeah,
innovative and stuff.
until they
And then they
get
get to
big
the
and
top.
then-
Yeah, they get to the top.
they're like, fuck
And they want to
these
stay at the
guys.
top. Yeah, then it's like they are literally Hitler, and then I can't wait for them to crash and burn.
Yeah, it's a cycle, man. It's disgusting because this always happens. I'm old enough to have seen this cycle happen a couple times
Yeah.
and,
Like,
and
I
lived
mean,
through it.
for me, it would be Blizzard Entertainment.
Yeah.
But yeah, which is now Blizzard Activision.
Yeah, Blizzard Activision.
Jesus Christ. So anyway, yeah, we just went on a huge video game
That's
tangent.
great. That's
sorry.
good conversation.
But
I enjoyed it. I
but,
enjoyed
yeah, that's-
seeing Charlie getting a little bit heated.
A little heated. No, yeah, like that
No,
was a
that's
good discussion
great.
because it was about how the business would run.
I'm gonna buy a router tomorrow. I'm gonna go out and buy a router.
That's
So,
unrelated.
Speaking of video game companies, did you guys hear that Kadokawa is buying
Buying.
FromSoft?
Yeah,
Wait, so who?
Kadokawa Game is just
a
a big
publishing-
publisher. It's a
Yeah,
big
it's a publisher of like
Yeah.
manga, anime, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they publish a lot of
What is-
Suda 51s.
What is the FromSoft? Is that what you called it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the makers of Dark Souls and Dark.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what does this mean?
That's what everybody's asking.
Okay.
Because they have a new project out called Project Beast, which people are wanting to assume that it's going to be Demon Souls 2.
Oh. Okay.
But the guy's got a shotgun in it.
Oh!
Modern
You
times?
wouldn't want Dark Souls with guns.
I don't know.
Oh, dude.
Just-
I can only
just
imagine
every-
this game being super hard now.
No,
Like,
just
even
everyone.
harder.
But the thing is, just everybody have an open mind. I mean, because a lot of this stuff is out of your hands. Kind of. It's funny
Yeah,
because a
that's-
lot of this stuff is out of your hands, but then kind of it's not too. Because with the Xbox One and stuff like that, you can kind of, if people are pissed off, you can actually kind of like.
Absolutely. If a crowd is loud enough, if a crowd is large and loud enough, it'll get
Well,
attention.
it's also if they make really dumb decisions.
That too. Yeah. I mean.
But, well, they're also wondering what it's going to mean with Kadokawa and Ubisoft. Because FromSoft and Ubisoft work together.
I'm sure.
And Kadokawa has no international publishing.
Well, I'm sure they'll still work through Ubisoft, or they'll find a better deal to
Yeah.
go through.
They'll do something.
I don't think
about that.
Ubisoft has handled that the greatest, have they?
No, they were
No.
notorious for their DRM.
Yeah, Ubisoft has handled some pretty shitty, handled some properties pretty shittily.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Last bit of news before we close out the night.
Oh, I thought that was a viewer question. I thought somebody said,
No!
"Hey, what do you think about?"
No, that was
Absolutely
me.
not. All right, so Momohiro Clover Z is going to be broadcasting a 24-hour special on Ustream on May 17th.
Indeed.
This February, Momoclo TV won the grand prize of Ustream 2013 among 13 nominated channels. And 1 day plus 1 month hijack was awarded to them as an extra prize. Using this right, Momohiro Clover Z will be able to broadcast 24 hours on Ustream, commemorating the 6th anniversary of the group from 6 p.m. on May 17th, Japan Standard Time. So be on the lookout for that. You can check out their main and sub channels at ustream.tv/channel/momoclo.tv or ustream.tv/jp/special/momoclo. Okay.
I would go for the Momoclo TV one. Last year, the special one wasn't as active.
Okay. Well, this was NSK Podcast, episode 192. Check us out on Twitter at New School Kaidon. I am at Tadave. David is at Rock Liao, and Charlie Draco Cowden is at Draco60. Check us out in IRC, the Ryzen server, hashtag NSK. Come chat with us and pick spam so that we can all enjoy the internet pictures that are provided to us.
All
Buy
the
our
cute
shirt.
girls.
all the cute girls. Buy our shirts at milk-tea.com or musicalcardon.com/store. Proceeds go to supporting the site, so we appreciate you very much for doing that. Check out our bros, the Bakuhatsu Boys, BSGS, BKHTS, the TV, 7 p.m. on Friday nights Pacific time. They're two dudes who sit on a couch, talk about idols, and watch TV
And make
shows.
out with each other.
If only.
And go to New York and throw hellacious parties for Morning Musume.
Yeah. Selective-hearing.com for your musical review needs, and nihongogo.com for Japan Media Online. I think I say that different every week. And special shout out to DJ Amaya for mixing our opening and ending. You can support him at bandcamp.com. I'm not sure what the URL is, but if you search DJ Amaya on Bandcamp, you can find
Just
the NSK anthem.
Just search him on Google, you can find it.
Search among Googles, the Googs. Alright, gentlemen. David Liao, give me your final word.
I told you I was going to go buy a router, right? Wireless router?
Yeah.
Man, my wireless router is like 10 or 15 years old.
Holy shit.
Maybe not
Jesus.
15, but it's got to be at least 10 because I went to college. I bought this back when I went to college, and it was...
It might be
It's
a
not
really
even-
good router.
It's not even a dual band or anything.
Oh.
No,
Do
it's
you,
probably like...
wait, I got a question. Do you run your desktop PC off the router? Is it wireless?
No,
Oh, okay.
wired. All my game systems
Good
are
man.
wireless.
Good man. Keep it wired.
Yeah,
Your game system should be wired.
it should be, but I don't have enough things to run it that far.
Alright, Draco, what about you?
Well, we did Mother's Day this weekend,
Yeah?
as seems
Okay.
to have escaped everybody's attention. And I was forced to cook lobster tail.
What do you mean?
So
what
you're
do you mean? This
so
is
you're
not-
allergic to lobster tail or lobster?
I'm allergic to shellfish.
Oh no!
I can't even touch it without getting sick, without having a
Oh.
reaction to it.
So why did you end up being the guy who has to cook the lobster?
Because my dad would burn it, and it was Mother's Day.
So did you just put on gloves and
Yeah,
go at it?
pretty much.
Wow, dude, you are so brave. So you didn't you made sure not to touch yourself and shit and change your
Yeah.
gloves all the time.
Yeah.
It's like making sushi in California now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just, it kind of sucks because I really like shellfish. I like shrimp.
Yeah,
I like crab.
that shit's delicious, right?
I really like it, and
You
I
just
can't
can't
eat it
have
now.
it. So you used to be able to eat it.
Yeah, until I was like 22, 23.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Because
No, shellfish not that good, dude. This is kind of delicious.
no,
Gross.
you shut up. Get out of here.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I can't even eat it. I still think it's delicious.
I think it's part of that you can't have it kind of thing.
I have had it though.
I know, but you can't have it now, so that you think it's delicious now.
So you're gonna want it.
Right. This
And-
this Kinjo Narumi girl is really, really attractive.
Don't forget to check out the evening show with NSK Fridays at 5:30,
Yeah, what time? 5:30
6:30.
Eastern,
Yeah,
right?
I believe so. It's definitely Eastern time. I'm just not sure the exact time.
Yeah.
It's either 5:30 or 6:30 because they lead up to the Bakuhatsu Boys.
Yeah, that's true. The Bakuhatsu Boys. That's funny. We're just always gonna call them that now.
That's because I can't say their actual title.
Bakuhatsu. Yeah.
I don't do tongue twisters.
Another thing is we will
6:30.
be. You should check out the evening show on Fridays at 6:30 Eastern because the NSK podcast will be taking a hiatus temporarily.
Temporarily.
Is it temporarily or
hopefully.
indefinitely?
Both indefinitely. We'll probably tweet out when it's gonna be back, but the problem is just
Well, it's definitely
Schedule-
going on hiatus.
It's definitely going on hiatus for at least like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, sorry about that, but unfortunately, life and stuff happens. So that's
Vacations happen, foreign
Vacations happen, yeah.
countries.
yeah. So give the Evening with NSK show a shot, because I'm sure that'll fill your void.
You can
When
go
we're
catch Yoshi, Gary, and Chase having
Yeah.
lively discussions about idols and answering community questions.
Yeah. Do that. All right. So that wraps up NSK the podcast, episode 192. We won't be seeing you next week, but we hope to see you soon again someday. Hopefully.
We will.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Later.